off hot. Drake Baldwin, can't do nothing with that, bruh. Matt Olson, same thing. The Miz, 2K early. Bottom third, Sale on the mound with 2 runners on. Let's see what you got, Chris. Bryce Sure ain't got nothing for you. 1 out in the inning. Next up, William Contreras. And Contreras is going up the middle off of Sale's glove into center field. Run's going to score. Sale will give up another run in the inning. Make it 2-0 Brewers. Bottom of the 5th. Watch this throw, Kiana. Luis Lauer is going to lace one down the right field line. Ronald Acuna Jr. fields it, and Lauer's trying for second. And Acuna Jr. is like, I don't know why. I don't know why you're trying for second. 92 miles per hour on that throw. He's like, got him.
I love how he held the post.
Yes. Oh, 92.3. I'm sorry. I cheated him out of the 3/10. Top of the 6th, The Miz still on the mound and still dealing. Baldwin striking out on the cutter. His 6K of the day for The Miz. Matt Olson back up. What you gonna do this time, Matt? Oh, hit a little fly ball to center field. Sports Center dude. Lauer's at the wall, leaping up. Oh, makes the catch. Oh, nicely done. With a little grin. The Miz loving it. Hey, Sale went 6, 2 earned, 6K. Miz 6 innings, no earned, 6K. Brewers get the win. Here's Sale on The Miz.
Yeah, I've talked to him the last couple All-Star games. We've had a good time together. I mean, it seems like he's kind of in a league of his own this year. It's about impressive, probably the most impressive fastball I've ever seen.
All right, another gem for the MIZ. 6 scoreless innings as ERA drops to 1.68. He's allowed 3 or fewer earned runs in all 24 starts. That is the longest streak to start a season since 1985, when Doc Gooden went 25 straight starts. Oh, Doc won the Cy Young that season at the ripe young age of 20.
Hey, it's nice outside. It's a nice Saturday. Let's go on a nice walk.
Okay.
Off.
Okay.
In the park. Cubs taking on the Mariners. The M's on the fringe of the playoff picture. So top 1, 3-2 count. Pete Crow Armstrong up, and he gets his party started early. Taking this one deep to right field, and yeah, that's into the stands. That's his 32nd home run of the season. The Cubs taking early lead in this one. 2 batters later, Alex Bregman up with a runner on, and Bregman. How does he follow up with a deep fly ball to left? That goes into the crowd for a 2-run homer, his 17th of the season. And just like that, Cubbies playing 3 runs to crack this thing open. And it was just a season ago that Cal Raleigh led the league with 60 home runs. This year, just 13. That's until now. Count that and make that number 14. Raleigh taking this one to deep left center field. His 14th of the season ties this one up at 3 later in the inning. Brendan Donovan with a runner on second. And Donovan, he said no lead is safe. Cole Young comes around to score as the Mariners take a 4-3 lead. This is a lot of offense through just the first 2 innings. We're only in the 2nd inning. So let's cut to the 9th, shall we? Cubs trailing 5-4. Bregman said, you want some more? Oh, well, I got you. Crushes this one to left field and this one into the bullpen for the go-ahead home run. His 2nd of the game. So just like that, I told you, no lead is safe. Just like that, we're tied at 5. So to extras we go, bottom of the 10th. Runners on the corners and 2 outs for Leo Rivas. Rivas ready to go home, and so was everybody in the stands. Line drive up the middle. Randy Arozarena, he comes in to score, and Rivas walks it off as the Mariners win 6-5 in extras, and they'll go home after they finish celebrating.
That's a good thing to do. Dodgers hosting the Pirates. Dodgers up 2-1 at the start of this highlight. 2nd inning, Yoshinobu Yamamoto was dealing. Jake Mangum, that's a splitter. He can't touch it. Jacob Gonzalez, he didn't even go swing because he couldn't handle it. Jared Triolo on a fastball. Bye-bye. Yamamoto 4K through 2. Bottom of the 3rd, we're tied at 2. Runners on the corners. Andy Pages, gets hit by the pitch on the hand. It looked like it hurt. Got a closer look for you. Ow! They pulled him
I didn't need that closer look.
No, I know. Dave Roberts post-game saying X-ray showed a fractured left hand. The injury, though, would not be season-ending. That's too bad. Later in the inning, bases loaded for Mookie Betts. What you gonna do, Mookie? Ground ball up the middle. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Betts with the single. Dodgers up 4-2. Pirates fans like, come on, y'all. Top of the 6th, Yamamoto to Rafael Flores Jr. Bye-bye.
Got him.
Yamamoto went 6 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts. Top of the 8th, Pirates still down 2. Runner on second. O'Neal Cruz. Boom!
I'm awake.
2-run home run. Cruz ties it at 4. Pirates fans rejoice. Look at him fly away. Top of the 10th, bases loaded for the Buccos. Henry Davis is up, and Henry Davis with a ground ball to Betts. Betts gets it to second base, and Tommy Edman throws to first. That's a double play. Dodgers keep the game tied at 4. Uh-oh. Bottom of the 10th, runners on each corner. Edman, line drive to left. Let's go home. Game-winning run scores. Dodgers have won 4 straight. They get this one 5-4.
Hey, did you know that last night was ladies' night?
I did not know that.
Well, it was because it wasn't the W between the Sky and the Valkyries. I'd sing the song, but because of legal reasons, I can't.
Understood.
So under 4 minutes in the third, but you know who can make it sing? Kayla Charles, a wide open 3 on the wing. Valkyries down 46-39. Next Valkyries possession. Leticia Amihir grabs the rebound, finishes plus the foul. That's how you turn 2-3. Under a minute left in the third, now Valkyries on the break. Charles gets the running lane and finishes with the lay. Put the Valkyries up going into the fourth. Now under 2 in the game. We're tied at 65. So shot clock running down. Caitlin Chin, deep 3. Says it might be after hours, but the bank is open. Few possessions later, Sky still down 3. Sydney Taylor wide open. She says she cashing a check of her own. This one's tied at 70. So now 5 seconds left, same score. Taylor, look at this. I love the foot movement. Sizes up her defender, drains the 3. Shut it down. Taylor's fired up. Comfortable with the clock running down, hits the 3. Sky up 3. So do the Valkyries have it in them? 0.6 seconds left. Janelle Salon, 3.
Good luck.
No good. She has 14 points, 3 mades for Taylor at Sky. Hold off the Valkyries 73-70.
Kiana still ahead. Is Atlanta's QB battle almost over or just getting started? Why one QB has one thing they're looking for, but how the other could make it a race in a week or so. Plus 9 teams in the American League within 3 games of the wild card. And when you least expect it, 4 of them are coming from just one division.
Man, when did health get so ludicrous? Turns out trying it all doesn't always add up. Oh, Mark. Oh, no. Thankfully, I take one a day to make sure I'm getting key nutrients daily. One a day, the one for you.
He's automatic from the 40.
You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
He traveled.
The fan favorite pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger is back at Wendy's. It's kind of like a pub on a bun, a pretzel bun.
Nice buns, mate.
The Wendy's pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger. Pub kinda included.
Moderate to severe eczema with that unbearable itch. When it's uncontrolled despite topical treatment, relieve itch fast with clearer skin that lasts. Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31, a switch that triggers key symptoms of eczema. Do not take if allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take if you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Ask about Nemluvio today.
Ready?
Get 1.9% APR financing or a $2,500 customer bonus on a select new 2026 Tiguan.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Repair. A broken windshield shouldn't wreck your schedule. With Safe Light, it doesn't have to. We'll come to you for free, wherever it works for you, so you're able to do your own thing, whatever that is. Safe Light's complete mobile service can repair, replace, and recalibrate, even in your driveway. It's your windshield. Get it fixed your way at SafeLight. For free mobile service, go to safelight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Paying less for less ain't a good deal. But when you pay less and you get more, that's Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk's been the same price since they started in 2009. Straightforward, always.
And now, plans starting at just $25 a month.
Nah, I'm not going. Yes. Say yes. Why not? Sleep.
when you're my age. Legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time.
Outback Steakhouse has a 3-course meal called the Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. With soup or salad, your choice of select entrees, and cheesecake for dessert.
Oi, 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 oi.
It's three O's. 3 courses starting at $14.99 at Outback for a limited time.
That's a lot of wind.
Yeah, I agree. More wind.
I actually think we should do less wind.
Cut. That's it. Were we rolling on that?
You said cut.
I did.
Yep, you sure did.
The fan favorite pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger is back at Wendy's. It's kind of like a pub on a bun, a pretzel bun.
Nice buns, mate.
The Wendy's pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger. Pub kinda included.
When you need fast relief from your backed up gut, MiraFast works naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes. MiraFast acts faster, works gently. Now find MiraFast in the kids aisle for gentle, worry-free constipation relief.
In ESPN's wild world of college football, every Saturday begins with a ritual. And then the migration turns to mayhem. Predators hunt, territories are defended, rivals clash. In this wild world, legends are unleashed on Saturdays. It is truly magnificent, and no one brings you closer to the wild than ESPN.
It's K&J here with you on Sports Center. And just like the saying goes, it's not how you start, Bryce Young, it's how you finish, as he's making a start for Carolina. Hey, no Trevor Lawrence for Jacksonville for the second straight preseason game. Now, early first quarter, Young evading the pressure, swings it to Tommy Trimble for the short completion. All right, getting things going early. Next play, Young targeting Tedera McMillan, who gets hit early and the flag is thrown. So, hey, pass interference, that's automatic Panthers first down. Live to play another down. Later in the drive, Young drops back, pass incomplete, can't convert, so Carolina punts. So maybe it's the early game jitters. Time to settle in. Next Panthers drive. Young completes the pass to Trimble near the sideline. Good ball placement right there. Later in the drive, Young, he's settling in. And he's also passing this one to McMillan across the middle for first down. 17-yard pickup on that one. Next play, guess who? Young to McMillan, who's just short of the goal line. So Carolina's knocking at the door now, ready to punch it in. And 2 plays later, spoiler alert, they did. Young hands it off to Jonathan Brooks for 6. Dave Canale said postgame, this is what it's supposed to feel like and look like. Panthers win 34-17.
Jeremy Fowler back with us. Big slate of preseason games today with many QB decisions yet to be made, my friend. So what more can you tell us? Start with Atlanta.
Atlanta, the quarterback battle in Atlanta is a bit stalled because Tua, not expected to play today, had a bit of a sluggish week between last week's preseason game and a joint practice with the Colts. He's looking to pick that up. Former D2 star Jack Strand will get some action today. Michael Penix, you see him there, still not totally cleared for 11-man work. He is hoping any day now to do so. I'm told head coach Kevin Stefanski has been prepared to be patient on this. He could wait until the preseason is over. That's at least been a consideration for him. Now the Cleveland Browns. This is the big one. Shedeur Sanders will get the first half today. I'm told this quarterback battle is still in full swing, even though Deshaun Watson, the veteran, has had some momentum in the last few weeks. What Shedeur does today is a major data point in the process. He won't have all the starters with him, but he will have a few guys with the first-team offense going at it. And I'm told this is how it's going to go. Head coach Todd Monken will get through today. He'll get with his staff on Sunday. He'll evaluate all the tape the last few weeks. He'll get input from his staff. I suspect by Monday they should be ready to make a decision on this quarterback battle. This has really been the realest battle out of all of them. Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders going at it back and forth week to week.
Browns, by the way, open up their season September 13th at the Jaguars. The Eagles also in action today against the Patriots. How has Jalen Hurts been progressing in new offensive coordinator Sean Mannion's offense?
Well, they're really happy with how open he's been to the changes, taking under center work, play action, ball fakes, all that stuff. He's really taken to the footwork part of it, got to work on that early in the offseason, and he and Sean Mannion have hit it off in that way. Now, they had a joint practice with the Eagles 2 days. The sentiment was it was a little bit up and down. First day was a little bit rough. That was to be expected because a lot of the receivers had been out. Devontae Smith had a hamstring issue, missed multiple weeks. First-round pick Mekhi Lemon, hamstring, missed multiple weeks. They're finally getting healthy and back into the swing, and then Jalen Hurts doesn't really play in preseason games, so it's expected to be a bit of a bumpy road as they get the offense in full swing. They're hoping by week one they're full strength, and then the running game is going to be big. The sentiment there is that with Saquon Barkley getting back to those 20, 30-yard runs, that will set the stage for Jalen Hurts to have a big year.
You mentioned that week one, Eagles opened the season with a division game against the Commanders. Jeremy Fowler. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I know you've heard of the AL East, but let me introduce you to the AL Beast. What? Entire division in action Friday night, starting with the Yankees hosting the Blue Jays. Not beastly, though. Yankees, they've lost 4 straight games when Cam Schlittler has started. So top one, no score. Ernie Clement grounds it back to Schlittler, fields the short hop and fires it to first for the out. That's a nice pick at first by Paul Goldschmidt. All right, bottom of the second, no score. Runner on. Spencer Jones launches this one down the right field line. He's waiting for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. And it's gone for a 2-run homer, but the Blue Jays, they got some questions. They're going to challenge this. So get your binoculars if you got them, because upon review, the ball just stays fair, and that call stands by the hair of its chinny chin chin. Jones' 7th home run of the year. Yankees up 2-0. All right, Schlittler pitching into the 6th. Clement swings through the curveball. Later in the inning, Brennan Valenzuela waves at another curveball. Nice outing. He had 6 innings, 1 earned, 6 hits, 4 Ks. Remember when I said the Yankees have lost 4 straight starts by Schlittler? They're trying to change that. Top 9, Yankees up 3-1. Miles Straw grounds it to third. Jose Caballero makes the backhand play, gets the out at first. David Bednar showing some appreciation. All right, next batter, Bednar. Gets Brett Bateman swinging on the splitter. Yankees win 3-1. Schlittler earns his first win since July 24.
Hey, Kay, let's go. Giants, Red Sox. Rafael Devers returning to Fenway Park for the first time since being traded to the Giants last season. Here's the greeting from Boston fans.
The designated hitter, number 16, Rafael Devers.
That sounded warm to me. That was a warm welcome.
Some boos, some cheers. Yeah. Back to the at-bat, and Devers strikes out looking. Not a great start for him, and the fans are like, yay, he struck out. In between the innings, Devers got a tribute video from the Red Sox and acknowledging the crowd from the dugout. Oh, that's a nice moment. That's so nice. Bottom of the third, 2 runners on from Wilson Contreras. You know what he does? Boom!
Oh.
I didn't want to go really loud that time. 450 feet worth of boom over the Green Monster. A 3-run shot, longest homer by any player at Fenway this season. Sox up 5-1 after 3. Top of the 4th, Sonny Gray still out there for Boston. Drew Gilbert says, I'm glad he's still up there because I knew he'd throw that pitch for me. 2-run home run. Giants cut the lead 5-3. The very next pitch, it's a home run party. Devers, 412 feet. Second player over the last 5 years to hit a home run in his first game visiting his former team. Giants cut the lead 5-4. Top of the 9th, Aroldis Chapman on the mound. Devers on deck. 2 outs. Runner on for Jonah Cox. We got to get him out because I don't want Devers coming up. So Chapman strikes him out. 100 miles per hour on that sinker. Not giving Devers a chance to play the hero. Red Sox get the win, 6-4.
Well, if you're not awake already, Jay's going to wake you up with a boom. But also, I got some more boom in Rays taking on the Orioles. Bottom of the second, Orioles down 3-1. Dylan Beavers chomping the wood on the first pitch. Cranes went out to center field for the home run, like Soldier Boy. Beavers' 3rd straight game with the home run. Hey, do you know what a Beavers' favorite singer is?
I do not know.
Justin Beavers. Get it? Okay, bottom of the 5th now. Jackson Holiday at bat. Checks his swing. Third base says no swing. Take a look at the swing. I'll let you be the judge of it. But Holiday, he even started to walk back to the dugout. He even thought. But, hey, Rays manager Kevin Cash, he's hot. And he also gets ejected. Gives him a piece of his mind before he goes. Chew on that. Still another Beaver joke.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Holiday's still at bat. This time a sac fly to center field. Runner comes in and he's going to slide to score. Slide to the left. And then Orioles tie it at 3 apiece. Hey, what do you call a polar bear in the sun?
I don't know. What do you call a polar bear in the sun?
A solar bear. Pete Alonso takes this one to orbit, smashes one to left field. The Orioles, they win this one 5-3. But an update on the traffic
Those
jam.
jokes are terrible.
I thought they were pretty great. The traffic jam in the AL third wildcard race. Unfortunately for the Orioles, the Rangers, they won last night. So, well, they remain 2 games ahead for the final spot. It's important to note that the Rangers own the head-to-head tiebreaker over Baltimore.
Still ahead, more jokes from Kiana. The Browns still focused on their QB battle in this preseason second week. Why today might be decision day in Cleveland. Kiana. Just might be.
Okay.
Man, when did health get so ludicrous? Turns out trying it all doesn't always add up. Oh, Mark. Oh, no. Thankfully, I take one a day to make sure I'm getting key nutrients daily. One a day, the one for you.
The Dog Stars. It's no surprise how fast civilization can disappear. We're the survivors. Living the American dream of the new world.
I heard a voice on the radio. There's something out there.
Whatever broke this world left a trail. This could lead us to where it all began.
Yeah, I didn't go according to plan. Maybe it did, man. I don't know.
The Dog Stars in theaters and IMAX August 28th. Rated R.
Give me some tea. Oh, there he is. Oh, Mr. Big Time Capital One Bank guy. Oh, son.
Mom, please.
Oh, that's the thing you say.
Yep, there's no fees or minimums on Capital One checking accounts.
That's a zinger.
Oh, no.
Senior Yuri was voted most likely to bank. Oh, this place is great. We should just move in.
Or just drop by. Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week. My chair would look great here, son. Help me move this ATM. Oh,
What's in your wallet?
it's nailed down.
Are you searching for something fun? Look into the Subaru Crosstrek. Consumer Reports named the Crosstrek the 2026 top subcompact SUV. And Subaru is Consumer Reports' best overall automotive brand for the 2nd year in a row. This is the one. Consumer Reports' top subcompact SUV.
Get 1.9% APR financing on a new Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid during the Subaru Allowed to Love sales event.
Jack Links presents Better Together. Get the best of both worlds. Legendary flavor and real meat protein. It's like steak in a bag.
Taco Bell's new $3 melty pepper jack steak burrito. Luxuriate in premium grilled steak and new pepper jack sauce in the melty steak burrito. All that for only $3. That kind of looks might go to your head.
Can I have a steak knife?
You may not.
Until you chew it.
The $3 melty pepper jack steak burrito. Now joining the Lutz value menu with 10 items, each just $3 or less. Only at Taco Bell.
There is so much NFL on ESPN right now, it's disgusting. I love it. Monday Night Football's on, the pregame and postgame are on, and then like 4 more shows about those shows every week. I don't speak Roman, but I'm pretty sure Super Bowl 61 is on. NFL Network is now on the ESPN app. If they had any more football, my doctor will have some words. No, we're good. Sick. Football is on. This is your life now.
Free yourself from prying eyes. Ask privately with Duck.ai. Visit Duck.ai to chat privately with ChatGPT, Claude, and other AIs for free, all in one place. Duck.ai is from DuckDuckGo, where AI is private and optional.
Wayfair's Labor Day clearance is here. Right now through September 7th, save up to 70% off everything home, like living room seating, area rugs, mattresses, and more. And get it all with fast, easy shipping right to your door. Plus, score surprise flash deals for just 24 hours. Now is the time to get your space ready for game days, fall hosting, and cozy nights in. Shop Wayfair's Labor Day clearance now through September 7th for can't-miss fall savings.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Welcome back, and hey, Shedeur Sanders, welcome back, because he's getting ready to start the Browns' second preseason game today. Cleveland facing the Bills today as Shedeur battles Deshaun Watson for the starting quarterback job. NFL Network's Rhett Lewis, Steve Mariucci, and Michael Robinson have more.
Thanks very much. Opportunity, the name of the game in the preseason, and that is the case in Cleveland, where the quarterback competition takes center stage. Deshaun Watson got to start week 1, and Rob, it's the Shedeur Sanders show in week 2. What do you see from this opportunity of what's at stake for Shedeur?
I want to see Shedeur get in a rhythm. I want to see him take a 5-step drop, hit his last step, and just let the ball go in rhythm. Take exactly what the defense gives him. I think he's going to learn the more experience he gets, just like this play right here. The very first play of last week, he hit his back step, took one hitch, and uncorked the comeback to the sideline accurately and high and outside. This one, again, notices zero coverage, right? Throws his receiver open and allows his guy to run under the pass. This pass right here, it's a little inaccurate, Mooch, right? Yep. But as you can see, the guy was wide open. Yep. I mean, that was the right read. He'll get his feet together. He'll get that pass cleaned up. But I just want to see Shedeur just take what the defense gives them. It's an old axiom in the quarterback meeting room. You never go broke taking a profit. Just keep taking the profits, and then the deep highlight ball will come eventually. Just don't start off this game looking for it.
Yeah, be decisive, let the skills show out there. And in that case, then, what is Shedeur capable of showing us?
Yeah, a lot. And Todd Monken's making this competition fair, it seems, right? And may the best man win sort of thing. But I've known Deion Sanders for a long time, meaning I know the kids, his 4 kids. And Shedeur is just a young kid. Yeah. 10, 11, 12 years old when we used to have him at the Under Armour All-American game when Deion and I coached it. Hey, Shedeur, get in here. And he's playing with all these 5-star kids. And again, he's just in youth football, but he was confident. He would come and throw routes, pat and go, ball handling, all of those sort of things. So I've seen him grow up in high school, college, and now with the Cleveland Browns. And here we go. He's in a competition for the starting job in just his second year. He started 7 games last year, but what he is a little different than Deshaun Watson. Yeah. Deshaun is the dual threat quarterback. When he was a youngster, now he was a great runner. Now he's in his 10th year. Shedeur's got to play the game from the pocket and with his arm and with his smarts. And he's a very smart kid. He's a football fanatic. So that's how he is going to win this job if he has to. Make the right throws, be consistent, and keep getting some reps.
And there's one thing we do know, the moment won't be too big for Shedeur.
No,
he rises to the occasion.
But it is a major data point for head coach Todd Monken as he tries to decide who QB1 will be against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, we've got breaking news here on SportsCenter. Alabama has a new starting quarterback. The Tide naming Keelan Russell to the starter over Austin Mack, sources told ESPN's Pete Thamel. Russell's first career start for the 11th-ranked Bama will come 2 weeks, in 2 weeks against East Carolina.
Sam Acho back with us now for more on this story. All right, Sam, what can we expect from Keelan Russell this season with Alabama?
Expect a dynamic and fluid quarterback who has a rocket for an arm. You turn on the tape on Keelan Russell, and 2 things show up. Number 1, the rocket or the cannon that's attached to his shoulder, that shows up. But number 2, it's his ability to throw on the run. Keelan Russell always seems to be on the move, and that's not running around necessarily to go and get yards with his feet, but he's moving in the pocket, and he's very accurate while he's moving. He does have the ability to run the ball, so that actually opens up opportunities for the offense. His ability to run makes it easier for his offensive players, harder for defenders. They don't know who to guard if it's a zone read. And so dynamic player, very fluid in the pocket, cannon for an arm.
Looking forward to seeing him play. Okay, all right. I've been waiting for this all morning. Time for one of our favorite segments. It is called Acho Man. Sam, give us the players that you're most excited to watch this upcoming college football season.
These are my Acho men. I'll start with L.J. Martin. He's a running back from BYU. Last year, he was a Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. Over 1,300 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns. He's a physical back, but he also is an all-around back. Great vision, great burst, great quickness, but also the ability to run you over. He has an unbelievable what we call contact balance, so he's very hard to bring down. That's number 1, Big 12 player. Number 2, give me Trinidad Chambliss, a player who I saw in person 2 of his last 3 games. Trinidad is dynamic, one of the best, if not the best player in college football last season, at least the last 5 or 6 games. of last season. His ability to create plays that don't exist with his legs, with his arms, with his eyes, they stand out. Number 3, a player in the Big Ten, Brett Eskelson, a transfer from Iowa State, current receiver at Penn State. He averaged 17.5 yards per reception last year. That's outstanding. He's a big play receiver, former track guy, was a 10.5 100-meter dash guy in high school. Brett Eskelson, down the field, expect to see him down the field. And last but not least, Malachi Toney. Maybe a sleeper for a Heisman conversation. Malachi Toney is dynamic. He's a slot receiver. He can be on the outside as well. Great downfield, but most of his routes are actually intermediate routes. He catches most of the balls in the middle of the field or short outside routes, but then takes it downfield. He's not necessarily your goal ball guy. Most of it's like 10 to 15 yards or so. So Malachi Toney, dynamic player, excited to watch him. Brett Eskelson, L.J. Martin, the list goes on and on.
Acho man. Sam Acho, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, still ahead, keeping it 100. How the Brewers Cy Young candidate is putting the Mids in miserable. I'm talking about for opposing batters.
Man, when did health get so ludicrous? Turns out trying it all doesn't always add up. Oh, Mark. Oh, no. Thankfully, I take one a day to make sure I'm getting key nutrients daily. One a day, the one for you.
At doublewhammy.com and talk to your doctor.
At Allstate, what's important to you is important to us.
God, I'm telling you, this girl just came out of nowhere.
And right now, what's important to Blake is not getting in trouble with his dad. The good news is if you have accident forgiveness from Allstate, your auto rate won't go up just because of an accident, even if it is your fault. Sorry, squirrel's fault. Because we all deserve a second chance. Right, Dad? If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate.
What's the difference between our food and kibble? Kibble pellets are ultra-processed, which can lead to more compounds linked to chronic disease. But our food is gently cooked. The farmer's dog, for the love of dogs.
An invitation to the feeling of a life well designed. The invitation to Lexus Summer Sales Event.
Man, when did health get so ludicrous? Turns out trying it all doesn't always add up. Oh, Mark. Oh, no. Thankfully, I take one a day to make sure I'm getting
From the home of the world champions, La Liga, exclusively on ABC and streaming on the ESPN app.
Square makes running my business easy. Flowercraft has been around since 1974, and it's a strong, part of this community. We had a legacy POS. I was having constant problems. I decided I gotta make a change. Square helps with a holistic approach to doing retail. I feel like we're working together to achieve the same goals. Get Square.
And Jay back with you. Let's take a look at some of the walk-offs around the bigs on Friday. A six-pack. I like that. Six-pack, you know, kind of like Jay's abs. Let's go. Phillies and Cardinals bottom 10. Phillies down 6-5. Alec Bohm, runners on the corners, and he wants to bring them home. And, well, he's able to. Bohm drives in deep center field for Mean. Unable to make that catch. Bryce Harper, he scores. Relay throw, not in time. So, Mundo Sosa, he scores too. Bohm walking it off. Phillies win 7-6 in extras. They almost had it. Almost.
Let's go Nats and Marlins. Bottom 9, tied at 2 bases loaded. Javier Sanoa with the single up the middle to win it for the Marlins. His first career walk-off hit gives the Marlins the 3-2 win.
Cubs, Rangers, Angels, rather. I'll get to the Cubs in a second, but Ezekiel Duran hits this one to Denzer Guzman at third, throws the ball away. Brutal. Wyatt Langford scores. On the throwing error, and with that, Rangers, they win 2-1 in extras.
Here the Cubs and the Mariners, bottom 10, tied at 5. Runners on the corners, 2 outs for Leo Rivas, and he's going to hit a line drive up the middle. Randy Arozarena is going to come in to score, and Rivas walks it off as the Mariners take this baseball game 6-5 in extras.
All right, let's stay out west, shall we? Well, Dodgers and the Pirates, bottom 10, tied at 4. We got runners on the corners. Tommy Edman, line drive to left, and game-winning run scores. Dodgers fired up about it, especially after that brutal stretch they had. They win 5-4.
Mets and the White Sox, bottom 9, tied at 4. Jake Rogers up with a man on, and let's bring everybody home. Deep to left center, walk-off. Home run. Fan in the stands going home with a valuable souvenir. White Sox win it 6-4. And what a crazy last couple of weeks for Jake Rogers. He was traded to Baltimore in late July, then traded to Boston in the Adley-Rutschman deal a few days later. A few days after that, he was released by Boston and claimed by the White Sox. And last night, he hit his first career walk-off home run.
I don't think I've ever seen a more stunning view in my life. And the background of Buster Olney is just as nice. Buster Olney joining us now. Hey, Buster, can you just put into context what Jake Rogers has gone through just over this last month?
Yeah, Kiana, think about those teams that he's bounced from contender to contender to contender to contender. Let me tell you a story about Jake Rogers. At the outset of 2025, he lost his everyday job after catching every pitch that Tarek Skubal threw in his Cy Young Award-winning season in 2024. And they bumped into him and said, hey, sorry that happened. He goes, no. Dylan Dingler's a great player. He really prepares. Basically saying, don't feel sorry for me. That's the type of guy that if you were a contending team, you want him on your team, and that's what we've seen here. So he's landed with the Chicago White Sox, a veteran catcher for a young team, trying to make the playoffs and surprise everybody in baseball. Jake Rogers has really established himself in baseball as someone that you want on your team, Kiana.
Keep doing that, and he'll certainly keep surprising people. But I want to move over to the NL because Jacob Mizorowski, he's running away with the Cy Young. And after outfielding Chris Sale on Friday, Sale said, quote, he said, it's probably the most impressive fastball I have ever seen. And I think a lot of us can agree with that. But what are you seeing from this phenom?
Yeah, and think about this from last night, okay? His average fastball velocity was at 100 miles per hour, and yet after the game he said, my body didn't feel quite right. He was a little bit off, and yet he was putting up those triple digits the whole night. And look, this year he is making history. Opponent's OPS against Mizorowski this year is .462. If you look at the best ever season for guys like Pedro Martinez, Sandy Koufax, Roger Clemens, Nolan Ryan, all these guys, Mizorowski is having a better season in terms of dominating opposing hitters. Let me tell you, I can't wait to get to Williamsport for the Little League Classic later today to see tomorrow all those Little Leaguers gawking at him like he's a superhero.
Absolutely. You're talking about making history. That history that he's making have the Brewers with the best record in baseball and the first team also to 80 wins. Just making everyone miserable. Okay, Cade Anderson, let's move on to him. He's making his MLB debut for the Mariners tonight against the Cubs. But what should we expect from the 22-year-old?
Absolute excellence. This was a pitcher who was the #3 overall pick in 2025 by the Mariners. And in the minor leagues this year, he was completely dominant. A 1.06 ERA in AA with a 10-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. And look, the Mariners have been looked at as a sleeping giant in the American League all year long. They're part of that 17 mosh pit going for that last wild card spot in the American League. They start today. Three games out of that #3 spot. Who knows? Maybe Cade Anderson will be the difference, especially at a time when Brian Wu, the Mariners ace, has been dealing with shoulder soreness. Cade Anderson has great stuff. I can't wait to see him pitch later.
Yeah, especially as we're down the stretch. He was drafted 3rd overall by Seattle in the 2025 draft, looking to do more of what he started. Buster Olney, enjoy that view, and we'll see you later. And Buster will be on the call Sunday for the Little League Classic in Williamsport. Braves facing the Brewers. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app.
What to watch for as Real Madrid kicks off its La Liga campaign at 3:30 Eastern on ABC against Espanyol. Real Madrid seeks its 37th La Liga title as Jose Mourinho returns as head coach. We're going to send it out now live to Dan Thomas and Alejandro Moreno in Barcelona. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Jay. It's all about second chances, and that was what Jose Mourinho is going to get tonight. As you mentioned, Real Madrid kicking off their campaign against Espanyol here in Barcelona. Should you ever go back to an ex, Ali?
Well, that's a philosophical question, Dan. I'm going to go with usually no. And I still think that that's the case for Jose Mourinho and Real Madrid. In the short term, it's all going to be great. It's going to be a honeymoon. Everybody's going to feel good about it. And the energy of the team is going to be different. The commitment of the team is going to be different. And you're going to see players that are going to respond to Jose Mourinho. My question is, and I think it's a question that everybody should ask, what happens when this team gets into the grind of the season and now they get into a bad run and they start losing games? Is that going to be Jose Mourinho, the guy who's able to get the attention of the players? Then I'm not sure that that's quite the case.
There is so many stars on this Real Madrid side, yet they haven't aligned yet. Since Kylian Mbappe's come into the club, they haven't won a trophy. Can Jose Mourinho get him and Vinicius Jr. gelling up front?
Carlo Ancelotti, the former manager of Real Madrid, good manager, right? Legendary manager. Yep. He didn't figure it out. Xabi Alonso, who had some success at Bayer Leverkusen, he couldn't figure it out. He gone. Jose Mourinho, is he going to figure it out? I don't think so. It's not about the manager in this case. I think it's about the players. Vini Jr. and Kylian Mbappe have to figure out how they work well together with each other. If they're able to work with each other, they make each other better, and as a consequence, they make Real Madrid better. But they have to be able to do it. At this point, I don't think any manager is going to get their attention. It has to be Kylian Mbappe and Vini Jr. willing to do the job for each other, not against each other.
Two final questions. First one, what happens tonight against Espanyol? Second one, who wins La Liga?
Okay. What happens tonight is Real Madrid looks good. They look real good. Look at this team. They're flying. They're committed. They're tackling. They're defending. They're creating chances. They're scoring goals. They're flying tonight. It doesn't last. Barcelona defend the title. They win La Liga because I don't think that Jose Mourinho and Real Madrid are able to answer all the questions that they have going into the season.
Ali, thank you very much. Breaking news, by the way. Barcelona's nicer than Bristol, Connecticut.
Yes, it is.
That's huge news. Okay. Good to know. New on SportsCenter in the Premier League, Hull City playing in the top division for the first time since 2017, holding a huge upset, defeating Manchester United 2-0 behind goals from Simi Ajayi and Noble Mendy in the first half. Keeper Konstantino Zalakis recording a clean sheet at home as Hull starts the season on a huge high note.
What do they mean? Bristol's beautiful.
It is.
Endless things to do. Well, still ahead 3 years ago, August 21st, 2023, our top play came from the Little Leaguers of Venezuela. This diving catch also grabbing the top spot, but see what made #1 today.
Barcelona is nice.
It's very nice, it is.
90 calories, 2.6 carbs, and a crisp, refreshing taste. The only lighter-than-light beer that's worthy of being called Corona. Welcome to the premier side of life.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Repair.
A broken windshield shouldn't wreck your schedule. With SafeLight, it doesn't have to. We'll come to you for free, wherever it works for you, so you're able to do your own thing, whatever that is. SafeLight's complete mobile service can repair, replace, and recalibrate, even in your driveway. It's your windshield. Get it fixed your way at SafeLight. For free mobile service, go to safelight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Outback Steakhouse has a 3-course meal called the Aussie Aussie Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
With soup or salad, your choice of select entrees, and a cheesecake for dessert.
Oi, 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 oi.
It's three O's. 3 courses starting at $14.99 at Outback for a limited time. Ready?
Get 1.9% APR financing or a $2,500 customer bonus on a select new 2026 Tiguan.
For the big, small, short, tall. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
The fan-favorite pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger is back at Wendy's. It's kind of like a pub on a bun, a pretzel bun.
Nice buns, mate.
The Wendy's Pretzel Bacon Pub Cheeseburger. Pub kinda included.
Did you know 60% of dogs are overweight? That's why 100% of our food is personalized to your dog's needs to help them stay lean and live longer. The Farmer's Dog, for the love of dogs.
What's the plan?
Simplicity!
Who's it from?
Verizon!
Describe it!
$30 for a single line!
That's actually completely correct. You got it!
It's a whole new game plan. Simplicity, just $30 a line.
Man, when did health get so ludicrous? Turns out trying it all doesn't always add up. Oh, Mark. Oh, no. Thankfully, I take one a day to make sure I'm getting key nutrients daily. One a day, the one for you.
You guys ready?
Toy Story 5 is now on digital.
It's good to be back.
Ooh la la.
Be the first to watch it at home today.
It is my sworn duty as a Space Ranger.
You said duty. Toy Story 5. Buy it now, only on digital.
I know what you're thinking. Stephen A., why are you so calm? I found Sports Nirvana, y'all, and you can too. Just follow the sound of my voice. College football playoff. Monday Night Football. And now, with NFL Network. All of it in the ESPN app. Did you find it? Good. Welcome home.
This Labor Day weekend, we're celebrating Bob's 35th anniversary.
A lot has changed since we opened in 1991, but we still do things the Bob's way.
That means everyday low prices on the latest styles
With financing to fit any budget.
and we still make furniture shopping fun with free treats
and ice cream.
So dare to compare at Bob's and come celebrate our 35th with us this Labor Day weekend.
Time to party like it's 1991.
Oh my God.
Square handheld is a game changer. You literally can use it with one hand. It feels familiar. It's very intuitive. It just makes the operation more efficient.
If the power goes down, we're able to operate with Square handheld. It's crucial.
The whole philosophy for us is like, if you can use a smartphone, you can use Square as a POS system. Get Square.
Let's go best of the Little League World Series on Friday. Westchester, Pennsylvania, and Bayonne, New Jersey. Mason Rincon hit the walk-off homer for Jersey in their first game Wednesday. Bottom of the fourth, my man does it again. just out of the fielder's reach in right center. He adds another homer to his Williamsport ledger, part of a 3-1 win for New Jersey.
He's got the juice. So does this one. Bonita, California, Davenport, Iowa. Iowa would shut down the California offense. Cooper Tisson started for Iowa after showing out in the regional tournament. Tisson strikes out the side in the first inning. He pumps his fist after each one. He would throw 5 1/3 of no-hit ball with 15 Ks on the day. Have yourself a day, young man. Oh, there's more action. Bottom of the first, that's Tisson leading off. Doing it all. He even went deep to center field.
Yeah, he did. There's more.
There's more?
Yeah.
Well, then let's go.
Anthony Johnson Jr.
Okay.
That's a big boy.
Oh, man. Wow. Gets the call on the 3-2 curve. No-hitter. Complete. Look at that. Who would have known?
We got more. Japan and Curacao. Williamstead playing Curaçao's first ever game as an independent region. Jamel Martina pitching for Curaçao, strikes out 2 in the first, another in the fourth, went 4 2/3, 7 strikeouts, no hits. He was dealing. In the sixth, Giandri Ryan looking to finish off the no-hitter. Some high cheese and my man, no chance. No shot. Curaçao wins 6-0. They complete the second no-hitter of the day and the third in their history. Multiple no-hitters on the same day in Williamsport. Kiana, did you know? Has that ever happened before?
I'm going to say no.
Okay. Friday was the 8th time in Little League Baseball World Series history with multiple no-hitters on the same day. I did not know that.
Huh.
The Little League Baseball World Series continues today. 4 elimination games beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern. All 4 games on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Well, this just in. Yankees outfielder Giancarlo Stanton suffered a setback in his rehab, and he's likely out for the remainder of the season. Stanton, who has been out since April with a calf injury, strained his other calf while running earlier this week. Yankees manager Aaron Boone says Stanton fell while running, but said the team is doing everything it can to get him back this year.
You want to start top plays?
Sure. Let's do it. I'll take you to number 10. I got it. Oklahoma High School softball, Bishop Kelly Owasso, Allie Flanagan. Look at this. Look right there. Had to zoom in and take a look at it. Lays out to make the diving grab.
Okay,
Great effort
Allie.
from Flanagan. Nicely done. Hold on. Whoop, got him.
Number 9, Lynx and Mystics, WNBA, Olivia Miles, all-rookie, all-world, one-handed to Dorka Juhas for the layup. Sweet pass from Liv. How she saw that, I do not know.
Just give her all the awards now. Why
For real.
don't we? Cardinals taking on the Phillies. Take a look at this. We got a grounder that goes to short. J.J. Weatherholt, he stops and gets the out at second while sitting down. That's what I call stop, drop, and roll. Got the out. Phillies would win 7-6 in extras.
Back to the W, number 7, Valkyries in Sky. Final seconds tied at 70. Sydney Taylor puts the moves on bottoms. Drains a 3 with 0.6 seconds left. What a shot, and the Sky wins 73-70.
Preseason football and Jets and Steelers on 4th and 3. Brady Cook wants to connect with Quincy Skinner for the 31-yard touchdown. What I was trying to say is Cook is cooking.
I like
Canuckin.
Canuckin is better.
It's a new word.
Braves and Brewers at number 5, Matt Olson hits one out to center field, but that's where Luis Lara is going to get up and make that catch at the wall. Oh, my goodness. You know, this game had so many plays. We got more from it later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we also have plays from volleyball, number 4, Texas A&M in Louisville. Chloe Meesters, who I need you to keep your eye on.
Okay.
She's going to save this one from going into the crowd, and then Hannah Sherman delivering the kill. Look at that hustle, getting into the stands like, oh, excuse me, sorry, watch out there. But hey, we got him. Louisville won 3-1.
Minor League Baseball number 3, Reading Fighting Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs. Nellie Taylor running after a ball hit toward left center. Nellie Taylor grabbing it. Great diving catch. Lost his hat. He don't care. Fighting Phils would win 5-2.
I'm going to take you to golf, the BMW Championship. From 80 feet away, look at this. Robert McIntyre's putt finds its way. It's rolling, and you think it makes it?
Get it on!
Sure did. way to the bottom of the hole. McIntyre sits tied for 25th at 3 under par.
Number one, back to Braves and Brewers. Luis Lara is going to line one into the corner in the right field for a base hit. He's going to go for 2. And Ronald Acuna Jr. is like, why you trying me, bro? You know I got this arm, right?
That's crazy.
92.3 miles per hour on that throw. Braves, though, would lose 2-1.
Got to add that .3. Okay, now must SC. Mets against the White Sox, bottom of the 9th. We're tied at 4, right? Runner on third, Jake Rogers. Fly ball, left center field, going, it's gone. But that's not what I want you to look at. The fan who ends up with the ball, look at her purse. I've been there before. That has happened to me. You're so excited, everything flies out. But guess what? She caught the most important thing.
Her driver's license?
Okay, well, that too.
Oh, the ball.
The ball. Oh, on the trade ride after the game, she tweeted, I have all the contents of my purse. Thanks, everyone, for the concern. And she's got the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. She got the ball. Well done.
That is hilarious. That's happened to you before? You jumping around and stuff falling out?
Yeah, you got to make sure you latch it in. Lock it and keep it locked and loaded because you don't want to lose all your good stuff.
All right.
She knows what's up.
Of Staten Island, New York. The right fielder due up.
For many, many years, the official motto were the words courage, character, and loyalty. The idea was that, while it's fun to play baseball, there were more important values to be learned through Little League participation. And I just don't know if anyone could demonstrate it greater than Michael Camarada did.
What makes a role model? Who's your role model?
If you're from New York and you don't know who Michael Camarada is, something's wrong with you.
You try to follow in those footsteps, but I don't think I have the capacity to. He's just a different person.
The plane has hit the World Trade Center.
There was chaos in New York, not one but 2 incidents.
We think about the letter that he wrote. Anything ever happens to me, make my spirit live on.
Welcome to E60.
Competition. Cam, what are we going to see in terms of the way they play and the volume of snaps that these guys get today?
Patrick, this is Shedeur Sanders' moment. It is his day. He will start. He will play the first half. Most of the Browns' veteran starters will sit, but he will have some young starters like his left tackle Spencer Fano, his receiver Denzel Boston to throw through. And I've been watching Shedeur in warm-ups. He looks locked in. He looks loose in his zone, ready to show Todd Monken why he can be the starter. Monken confirmed to me that this battle is not over, and Shedeur does have a chance to still win this. He has to be able to show it with his play out there. Can he have his best game as a Brown? As for the rest of the game, Deshaun Watson will play in the third quarter. And if there was a sign that this battle isn't over, it's that Watson is playing with backups in the third quarter. If you knew he was your starter, you wouldn't be playing him this late in the game. So there is still a chance for Shedeur. Dylan Gabriel will get the fourth quarter as well. And look, I've talked to Shedeur about this. He said, I don't feel any anxiety. I don't feel any extra pressure. It's me versus myself. The crowd I've walked around here is undoubtedly pro Shedeur. They are ready for him to show his potential, show his playmaking ability. And can he show enough to prove to Todd Monken that he should be the starting quarterback? I expect this decision early next week, Monday or Tuesday. So this could be the final evidence that both quarterbacks have to show they should be the guy in Cleveland.
Perhaps closing arguments coming up from Cleveland, thanks to Cam Wolfe. Here's how the numbers compare with Deshaun Watson playing the vast majority of the snaps distributed amongst the quarterbacks. For those who facilitate box scores, or maybe who didn't have a chance to watch the game or watch us as we covered the game on NFL Network last week, it seemed like Deshaun Watson had the edge statistically. Both of them had turnovers. But Brock, coming into this game and getting a chance to look at each individual play, do you feel like Shedeur has closed that gap a little bit?
Without a doubt. And you're right. You look at the stats, and stats only tell half the story, sometimes even less, right? There's always more to it. And there's an old adage in football, the eye in the sky never lies. And when I turned on the game tape this week, kind of removed the stats, removed the TV copy, and just looked at what the players did on the field, there was a different story. Here's Shedeur Sanders. This is a third long. I think he does a tremendous job. He recognizes pressure pre-snap from the Bears. So what's he do? He elongates his drop to buy himself an extra half a second to allow his receiver to get down the field. He feels the defensive end coming, gets this football off because of the timing of his drop. Big play for the Browns. That's what you like to see out of a second-year quarterback, recognizing pressure. Okay, later in the game, here we go. It's a 1st and 10, shot play called. This is how you build trust with your offensive coordinator. It's a shot play. But yes, the receiver coming right to left, he's going to be open, but the pocket is breaking down. What does the young quarterback do? Feels that pressure, checks it down, gets it to second and manageable. That is a growing play for a second-year quarterback, building trust. And then here is the bad. Here's the interception from a week ago. Shedeur Sanders, if you let this football go on time, I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one hitch, trust your timing, let this ball go. You're going to have a big-time play. You hold it for an extra half a second. Because of that, the linemen end up in your lap. You sail the pass, turnover. I believe these plays can be coached out of him, though. So although you saw that last week, I'm not holding that against him. I think he'll learn from that. Deshaun, though, I was underwhelmed with his performance as a veteran quarterback. Here's a basic play. 2nd and 11, got to get a completion. Number 1's not open, 2's not open. Number 3 is wide open. Get a completion so that it's 3rd and manageable for your coordinator. It's a dirt ball. And then coming back, this is in the 2-minute drill. If the internal timing of your feet tell you linebackers are underneath the in cut, check the ball down to the back. Get a positive play in the 2-minute drill. Get the drive started. Instead, you just kind of throw the football up for grabs. Once again, an underwhelming play. Deshaun Watson took a delay of game, pre-snap penalty on a 1st and 10. Just things that you don't expect out of a veteran quarterback, where I saw a lot of improvement from Shedeur Sanders year 1 to year 2. So I truly believe that Shedeur is well within the realm of potentially being the starter come week 1 for the Browns.
Well, Cam said it. I mean, Shedeur, this is his day. This is his opportunity. I mean, context is king. It's a great job by Brock breaking that down, because when you look at it, like you said, Patrick, you look at the numbers and it's like, okay, well, I think that, Deshaun might have a little bit of an edge here. But when you really dig into it and you look at the tape, there were several times where I was watching Deshaun, I'm like, well, what are he looking at right here? Why isn't the ball out of his hand? And you want to say, okay, maybe it's ring rust. Maybe he hasn't been on the field in a while. But these are the same things that we kind of saw from him even when he was playing in the past. He was dynamic and a playmaker, so he could kind of cover up a lot of those sins. But what I've seen from Shedeur is what I love, man. Like, I was in camp out there last year, Brock, and I'm watching these guys throw the ball around. This kid works hard. Yeah. Like, despite what, goes on outside of football and the noise with his dad and all the other nonsense that he has to hear about. And Patrick, you said this to me earlier. This is like his sanctuary. And you can tell that he respects this position and he wants to do things the right way. I love his approach so far. I love what I've seen on tape. I can't wait to watch him play today.
Something the numbers bore out as the season went on last year. He was the most aggressive in terms of downfield passing. He doubled up Deshaun Watson in terms of air yards per attempt in the first preseason game. So we'll see how that goes. We'll also get a chance to see much more preseason action, not just on NFL Network today, but also 3 games available for you on the ESPN app. The Rams, football, Vikings. Yes, it's all we do. Here, the Ravens at the Vikings at 1 p.m., the Saints at the Rams. Rematch. Put your stripes away on that one at 4 p.m. And the Chiefs at the Buccaneers at 7:30 p.m. All those games available live for you on the ESPN app. But coming up on our show, the entire NFC East in action today. We're going to have highlights from the Commanders matchup against the Lions. Plus, our pair of quarterbacks discuss if one of the passers in the division needs to make a big adjustment to his game. That is next as we count down to kickoff of our game, the Bills and the Browns, coming up from Cleveland on NFL Network. Stick around.
They're getting paid $5 to beta test Domino's new app, and so is she. And them. Literally all of you can now get paid just for ordering pizza. Get $5 to use on next week's order when you beta test the new app from Dom. Minnows.
What's the plan?
Simplicity!
Who's it from?
Verizon!
Describe it!
$30 for a single line!
That's actually completely correct. You got it!
It's a whole new game plan. Simplicity. Just $30 a line.
The DQ Blizzard Double Flip deal is here. Buy one Blizzard treat and get a second for just 99 cents.
99 cents? That's bananas.
1, 2, 3, we got a DQ flavor, Savannah. The Blizzard Double Flip deal. Limited time. Get it in the DQ app.
When Saturday rolls around, I don't want to jump through hoops to watch college football. Good thing DirecTV makes it easy to keep up with my favorite college teams. No hopping between apps or channels.
Stream college football without the hurdles on DirecTV.
So, big news. Domino's has new s'mores lava cakes now. And get this, they'll let you get a lava cake flight. Yup, pick and choose any 3 lava cakes you want, including new s'mores lava cakes. Only at
Minnows.
Teachers show up for everyone, so we want to show up for them. That's why we're offering teachers 20% off their next purchase with Target Circle. It's back to school at Target.
Love it, love it. You seem really nervous. I am. I have a toothache, but I'm afraid of dentists. There's a ton of great dentists on Softa. Deepest cleaning ever. No way. This one is a network. Dr. Franco is gentle and patient. All my fears just fell away. That sounds nice. You ready? Yeah, book it. I already did. I meant, are you ready to jump? Oh, yeah, I was waiting for you.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.
Square handheld is a game changer. You literally can use it with one hand. It's very intuitive. It just makes the operation more efficient.
If the power goes down, we're able to operate with Square handheld. It's crucial.
Get Square.
Back here on game day kickoff ahead of the Bills and the Browns there at Huntington Bank Field. Shedeur Sanders will start today. Got a note from Cam Wolfe earlier on the field. Going to have few starters, a large amount of starters on the field to start with Shedeur Sanders as this quarterback evaluation continues from Cleveland. We look elsewhere where Jackson Dart took a big hit last weekend. Viking safety Jay Ward went past blockers for that sack, prompted officials to send Dart to the blue medical tent for evaluation, which he did clear. It's not the first time we've seen Dart in the tent. He says he's unsure why he's in there so often.
As far as the blue tent, like I really respect the rules and the thought behind, the NFL has of keeping players healthy and reviewing things, but at the same time, I'm still puzzled by it just feeling like every time that I get hit, I just find my way in there.
Jackson Dart, obviously not the only person who's not a fan of seeing Jackson Dart get hit. We like seeing him here with his eyes up, paying attention to the field. The question, though, guys, and Brock, I'll start with you. Does he need to change his style of play?
It's a yes and a no. And first of all, the play that happened last week, that's not on him. That's on his running back. They've already signed a running back to kind of send a message, hey, we better protect our franchise guy. But I say yes and no kind of for two reasons, right? Like, you have to be the guy that got you to this point, to be the franchise quarterback for the New York Giants, right? And I think the way he plays energizes his teammates, the coaching staff, the fan base, but also at the same time, you have to know when a play is over. And you have to be available to your organization every single game out there if you're going to get things turned around in New York. So what I mean by that, know when the play's over, right? Like, is that extra yard or two on first or second down necessary of a big hit, or do we slide and get out of bounds versus is it a third down play? Is it a touchdown play? So it's a happy medium, but if anybody can coach him, I think it's John Harbaugh because of his experience with Lamar Jackson.
That's a great point you make with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Pat Mahomes, all these guys are Pat, maybe not so much lately, but those guys, Russell Wilson, Lamar, they do a great job of really stressing the defense out, using their legs, making dynamic plays, but then they also get down, Patrick. Like, they know when the play's over. Guess what? You didn't touch me. I get to jog back to the huddle, just got a first down, just dismantled your defense with my legs or my throwing ability outside the pocket. All that stuff is beautiful. You can coach that stuff out of him. Andy Reid did a good job with Pat Mahomes. You don't want, like you've said earlier, like, you don't want to take that away from him. You want him to be aggressive. That's what he's been his whole life. But you also you build in parameters, and you teach him that you can be dynamic and effective, but then also take the soul from the defense by saying, you're not going to get hits on me. You don't get free shots on me. What the most stressful thing that I watch when I watch Lamar Jackson, he'll run around, make 5 guys miss, slide. Yeah. Get back to the huddle like, no one touched me. It's like, man, that's the most deflating thing. So Jackson needs to do that. I think the coaches have to step in and kind of coach that along. But I think for the most part, we need him on the field, man. That's the biggest thing for number 6.
And we'll see how much the improvement has come, not just from Jackson Dart, but the folks around him in terms of protecting him. One of our games here coming up today on NFL Network. Here's the rest of the action that we can see today, focusing on those Bills and Browns, the Giants and the Dolphins. Chiefs, Buccaneers on the ESPN app. The Cowboys and the Cardinals wrapping things up tonight on NFL Network. We've also got a game going on right now. Washington at Detroit. Jason Benetti and TJ Lang on the call.
We obviously know today is going to be a lot of vanilla things, probably play actions, 3-step drops, but just fun, execute the offense that Drew Petzing wants to call.
Behind an offensive line that has a handful of starters, we won't see Penei Sewell, but we will see quite a bit of the starting offensive line as Sailor's on the carry there. There is Juice Scruggs, our players to watch, brought to you by MGM Grand, TJ.
And they're looking for a starting center. We obviously know Cade Mays is going to be out for a couple weeks, probably into the middle of October. So Juice Scruggs getting the first snaps here with the starting offense. And then Christian Mahogany, another guy that is in a position battle at that left guard spot. The coaches say, hey, we want him to be the guy. We just need to see a little bit more consistency. So great opportunity for these two guys to show what their coaches what they can do.
Play action, flag down, and Dobbs gets leveled. He loses the football. It's down on the ground, rolling into the end zone, and it's batted around, and it looks like picked up by Washington for a touchdown, Commanders. Amik Robertson knocked it free, and Joshua Josephs got on top of it for the score. We'll check the marker.
Yeah, and it's going to be on the Lions, so that's going to stand. It looked like either illegal formation.
Illegal formation against the offense. The left tackle is uncovered. That penalty is declined. The play results in a touchdown.
So everything you talked about at the outset.
So right there, we get a shot at the Amik Robertson revenge game.
Protect yourself.
The Pastronaut sees the ball make it into space for the other team for a touchdown. Shedeur Sanders on his way to his first preseason start. We'll get a chance to evaluate the quarterback when we come back on game day kickoff. Speaking of evaluating quarterbacks with our quarterbacks, Fernando had to watch one go the other way. He actually tried to chase it down. What impact does that have on his mission to become the Raiders starting quarterback? We hit that next on NFL Network.
They're getting paid $5 to beta test Domino's new app, and so is she. And them. Literally all of you can now get paid just for ordering pizza. Get $5 to use on next week's order when you beta test the new app from Domino's.
An invitation to the feeling of a life well designed. The invitation to Lexus Summer Sales Event.
Jermaine is typically on the road for months at a time. I like to make him feel comfortable. I love Downy because it makes the sheets smell so fresh all week.
Fresh sheets for 7 nights.
These sheets smell like home.
Downy.
Watching my team is too expensive and complicated.
Well, Sling has basketball, baseball, hockey, tennis, and more at a great price.
Huh. Guess I could put this back on.
Sports and more for a great price. Sling lets you do that.
It's not exactly a watch party if there's nothing to watch. Good thing Walmart Express Delivery comes in as fast as an hour.
1 hour? Who knew? Sorry! I think I got this.
Let's take the penalty kicks outside.
Guys, Cooler 101. It doesn't refill itself.
Crisis averted, my man.
Walmart delivers that fast?
Who knew? I say one, you say hour. One! I say, who wants a margarita?
So, big news. Domino's has new s'mores lava cakes now. And get this, they'll let you get a lava cake flight. Yup, pick and choose any 3 lava cakes you want, including new s'mores lava cakes. Only at
Mendoza. Scott just learned what happens when you have spotty coverage, be it sunscreen or cell service. You get burnt. Exactly. When you get wireless service from a cable company, you can get scorched. Consumer Cellular is ranked #1 for network coverage satisfaction, and our plans start at just $20 a month. Nice. Does Consumer Cellular have Allo? Well, we're a phone company, Scott, but I can check. Save up to half on the exact same coverage with unlimited everything for $35. Call or visit Consumer Cellular.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
Whatever the moment, make it a cocktail. On the Rocks, bartender-created cocktails.
They're getting paid $5 to beta test Domino's new app, and so is she. And them. Literally all of you can now get paid just for ordering pizza. Get $5 to use on next week's order when you beta test the new app from
Mendoza.
There is so much NFL on ESPN right now, it's disgusting. I love it. Monday Night Football's on, the pregame and postgame are on, and then like 4 more shows about those shows every week. Now, I don't speak Roman, but I'm pretty sure Super Bowl 61 is on. NFL Network is now on the ESPN app. If they had any more football, my doctor will have some words. No, we're good. Sick. Football is on. This is your life now.
Back here on Game Day Kickoff ahead of the Bills and the Browns there from Cleveland coming up at 1 o'clock Eastern. Our first chance to see Shedeur Sanders starting in the preseason for his second season as we look ahead to that one. Speaking of the Browns, former Browns running back Nick Chubb announcing his retirement from the NFL. He posted a statement on Instagram last night saying in part, quote, "I wanted to lead the league in rushing, win MVP, and win a Super Bowl for the city of Cleveland. I wasn't able to accomplish any of those things. And what's frustrating, but I also is given a little peace by the fact that I gave it my all." Chubb, the only player in NFL history with 5 or more yards per carry in each of his first 5 seasons. Congratulations on a great career, despite you feeling frustrated about some of those things. Nick Chubb, one of the best we've seen in a while. The Las Vegas Raiders and Fernando Mendoza and Kirk Cousins, quarterbacks working together, coming out of the tunnel ahead of their game against the Texans and C.J. Stroud last night. Texans offense starting pretty good. Woody Marks cutting this one back, power into the end zone.
More of that, Patrick. We get some run game in Houston. Fantastic.
His new teammate, David Montgomery, fired up. That was going to be it for C.J. Stroud. What about Fernando Mendoza? Ensuing Raiders drive, 2nd and 15 from their own 21.
Absolutely.
Jalen Naylor.
Such a good throw. I mean, dime.
22 yards. They get to the 43-yard line a couple plays later. 1st and 10 from the Texans' 24. Looking for Mike Washington Jr., but it's picked off by Wade Woodhouse, who outruns Mendoza 80 yards to the house for the touchdown. The Texans extend their lead. They would go on to give up that lead. The Raiders would come back and win it 22-20. Fernando Mendoza, 8 of 15, 86 yards, and that one interception. Gets picked up by Max Crosby there. So there's the quarterback comparison. You see things coming out in favor of the veteran as Kirk Cousins has Fernando Mendoza has that one interception. This is week 1 versus week 2. The week 1 numbers looking a little bit better. The passer rating way favoring Fernando Mendoza in week 1. Season 1 for Fernando Mendoza. 4 starts, 5 starts. Clint Kubiak on his young quarterback. We'll have a chance to hear from him. But first, let's discuss the quarterback situation with our NFL Network insider, Mike Garafolo. Mike, we were on the Insiders about a month and change ago. Clint Kubiak says, yeah, it's Kirk Cousins' starting job. Now he seems non-committal on who the starting quarterback is. Does Fernando have a chance at this job?
Patrick, I'm going to still say that it's going to be Kirk Cousins week 1 for the Raiders. Clint Kubiak asked to clarify why he wouldn't commit to Cousins after this game the other night. He came back the next day and said, we still have some time. I don't want anybody to be comfortable in their job. And I'm going to lean toward, yeah, that's the real reason why he wouldn't go to that route. Maybe if Mendoza didn't throw that pick 6, we'd be having a different conversation because he made a great throw right before that. He made some really good throws in week 1 of the preseason, and he has certainly impressed the folks inside the Raiders building all the way up, and I'm saying all the way up, including Tom Brady, with what he's been able to do on a day-in, day-out basis in the spring, during training camp, and even in the preseason. There's that throw right there that I was just talking about. He's been able to show them the footwork he needs to do, play action, turning his back to the defense, all the things you have to do in this offense. They are supremely impressed with what he's done. But everything that Clint Kubiak has indicated since he got this job and since he was talking back at the league meeting in March that he would love a rookie quarterback to sit first. So I still think it's going to wind up being Kirk. But Mendoza certainly has turned up the heat a little bit and indicated to this team that if there's an opening for him to play early in the season, that he's deserving of it.
Yeah, the opportunity to evaluate a rookie quarterback in his very first start against a Houston Texans defense that has had a pretty good run here recently, albeit those second teamers still pretty good. Mike Garafolo with the latest look at the Raiders as we get to hear from the Raiders head coach Clint Kubiak on that decision after the game.
Sat in our quarterback meeting night before the game, listened to him go through his progressions and reads and adjustments. I was very impressed with how prepared he has made himself. That whole quarterback room, led by Coach Sullivan and Andrew, have done an excellent job of being prepared. I was pleased with watching the tape. He had really good ball placement on the first third down of the game with a guy in his face. So in the critical downs, I thought he was playing his best. There are things that we must get corrected that will be addressed ASAP.
So first time to play on the road against the Houston Texans. Some parts didn't go well. What did you think of the performance from the rookie, David?
I love Clint because he's just who he is. He's going to tell you straight up what he feels. And so I think that they're actually just going through the process. They're evaluating. They're seeing things every day that we don't get a chance to see. We get to see the small snippets. That's what sometimes I have a hard time. Like, okay, it's the pick 6 and maybe it'd be different. Yeah, but there's so many plays that he's so many snaps he's taken. Watching these guys on the field is where you're going to find where they are. And Clint Kubiak told me personally, it's like, I know he's going to be ready when he makes the other 10 guys ready and make them elevate their play on the field. And so for me, that's what we have to look at. I'm in no rush to start Fernando. I'm fine if he starts week 1. I think he's got, and I've said this, he's got one of the best quarterback elevating staffs you can have in this league. As far as getting a young guy ready, Mike Sullivan is my quarterback coach for the Giants. He is unbelievable at having you prepared for a football game. So I think for Fernando, he's in a great spot. He's in an absolutely great spot. This is similar to me to like Kurt Warner and the Giants, right? With Eli Manning sitting there. It's like, yeah, we got Kurt. Let's play him. Let's see what happens. And as soon as they fell out of the race in the division, here comes Eli. So I think that's kind of what we're looking at, I think. I think Clint's played good football. Obviously, Kirk's played good football under Clint. So they can do that, no doubt. Physically, Fernando's absolutely the guy. You can see him ripping around the yard, but I think this is just a matter of time, really. So I'm not in a rush. Fernando absolutely could do it, but I think right now you're probably going to see Clint go with Kurt early and then, see what happens with the division and maybe put him in later in the year.
I agree with everything you just said. I really do. But if Fernando Mendoza is out there on the field come week 1, I'm not also going to be surprised. You think about the situations he's been in throughout his career, Indiana, Cal. This kid has a different mental makeup, right? He's unique, and the moment has never been too big for him. Shoot, his entire career at Cal, it seemed like he was in a quarterback battle, right? And then I think about the situation that he's in. We mentioned Kubiak, right? If the system that Clint is going to call, it's going to be run heavy. There's going to be a lot of screens, play action. There's going to be less things asked of a rookie quarterback than what a lot of guys have had to go through prior. So I'm comfortable knowing that Fernando is with Clint Kubiak. They've invested in the offensive line. I think there's a lot of good there. And he's also shown us a lot of things throughout this preseason that says why he might be the guy. Kubiak mentioned the night before meeting. I sat in those meetings before. I was coached by Kubiak. You need to know everything about the playbook if you're going to play, and he just said he was impressed with Fernando.
I was coached by his dad. I'm a lot older.
Yeah, me too. I got both Kubiaks. I got both.
So we got Clint with Fernando, David.
You know those meetings.
Yeah, no, they're great.
You better know your stuff.
Absolutely,
and for him to say Fernando does, that's big time.
That is big time.
Got the honest evaluation from Clint. Fernando will provide an honest evaluation as well. The preseason continues. Don't miss marquee matchups today on NFL Network and